First of all, coming into this game, guys, we talked about the urgency that we needed to go out and finish the season strong going into the ACC tournament. We talked about what Syracuse had to lose and that you would get their best effort because of what they had to lose. They're won 5 out of the last 6 or so, or 4 out of the last 5 or so, whatever. So you're going to have to beat a really good team that's hot right now. Very disappointed that we as a staff, myself, couldn't get these guys to come out with the energy, the effort, the fight that it takes to get a win. For me, personally, I look at this and I say, all right, am I giving the message the wrong way? Am I asking you to sacrifice something that you're not able to do? Am I saying something that's not translating so that you understand what this is, what winning is? Winning is very, very hard. And the reality of it is, if you don't go out and earn respect, nobody's going to give you respect. And I need this group of young men to go out and fight to earn their respect. We talk about it every day. I talk about it every day. I don't want to have a stretch where we make a run at the end of a game and cut it to 5, and then they go on a whatever for 17-5 run or whatever it is. That's not what we talked about. That's not what we're about. That's not what we're trying to teach. And it's not one guy. It's a multitude of guys. And this is really hard. I'm going to say it again. I love every one of these players that's on this team, but there is a fight that's required that you must have to win at this level in this conference against these teams. And at times we don't show that we have it. At times our body language is bad. At times we look disconnected. And that's a problem for me. Questions?
Coach, this is coming off the last couple of games, I believe 4 losses in a row, only 3 wins since the turn of the year. Just kind of talk about the product on the court right now. Do you feel like it's up to the standards and expectations of the University of Louisville, the fans, and the program?
I mean, the University of Louisville deserves to win. The University of Louisville deserves to have a product on the court. If you're not winning, you're fighting. And the fans and everybody see it every single second that you're on the floor. The University of Louisville needs to see a team with chemistry, that love each other, that's fighting for each other. That's what, so to answer your question, I can't answer it for you. I know what I see. I know what I'm coaching. I know what I'm trying to get them to do. And at times I see it, but there are times, to be honest, I don't see it. And that's a problem for me. And I don't have a lot of guys that I can go to when the sun goes south on us that I can go to and fix it. Next.
Kenny, when you guys cut it to 5, I think they went on that 16-3 run, and it almost seemed during that run your guys really struggled against the zone. Did you see the same thing there? For a while, eventually you figured it out, but in that stretch, there was several turnovers.
So for me, and look, I know these kids aren't perfect, and I'm not expecting them to be perfect. So we work against the zone every single day. We do a passing drill against the zone every single day. Then we get in a game and we get passive and we hold the ball versus the zone. Or we take a dribble before we pass it. The ball is supposed to zip, we get the ball to the corners, we get the ball to the middle, everything opens up. We did not do that today. I wish I had complete 1,000% answer to why, except guys are processing the game and not seeing it before they the ball hits their hands. But we should not be struggling against the zone with it, which as much time that we spend working on it.
Okay, there was a moment early in the game where you got frustrated with Brandon. Finishes with, he goes out and finishes with a double-double. Just wondering, what about his play early got you that upset, and just how is he able to turn it around into a good performance tonight?
So there's a player on their team that's on the floor playing a lot of minutes that we call that guy defending him a spy guy. So if you're defending a guy and you're the spy guy, right? That means you're in the lane and you're helping everybody else. He's not a part of their offensive schemes. You should be under the lane helping everybody else. So why is it that when a guy drives and that guy's in the corner, you're guarding him in the corner? That's why I was upset. He's not the only one. There was 3 or 4 other guys that did the same. That's a problem for me. If we want to win, attention to detail, know your personnel, do what you're told.
Do you have any explanation? There's only 2 games left in the season. Why has it been so hard for these guys to grasp what you want them to do?
I don't fully know if they, I do know their words say one thing, their body language says another. So their words say, I'm confident I can do this, I can do this. Their body language says this is really hard and these are really good players. That's what I see. And so instead of simply saying what you truly are experiencing, you let your ego say, well, I should have done that, I could have done this, I thought I had that. That's not the answer. The answer is, in order to do what you're told to do, in order to play at this level, you have to love what you're doing. If you like it, you're in the wrong profession. If you think it's okay, you're in the wrong profession. And not like it and not love it only when things are good. You have to love it, Rick, when things are bad. This is what separates good from great. The process of becoming a great player, the process of becoming a great team. When things aren't good, that's the only way we can judge who you are as character. When things are bad, that's how we judge. So I need players, I want players that when it's tough, they fight. And they loving their teammates and they doing it together. And they're doing what they're supposed to do on the court. And they're overcoming their barriers. Mike James went through a spell in the first half where he was down. He didn't believe. And the whole time he's going through that, I'm saying, Mike, I believe. I'm not letting you off the hook. You're shooting those technicals. He relaxed. He fought through it. He got better. He finished the game playing confidently. That's what this game is. If they don't understand that, you're not going to wash your way through this world, this life, and things be easy and it be on your terms. You have to go through hard times in order to achieve greatness. It's just really that simple.
Coach, at the end of the first half, 5.1 seconds left, Syracuse calls a timeout. They get the inbounds, go straight down the middle of the lane and get a dunk to end the half. What are your thoughts on that play and what kind of happened with the breakdown there?
The breakdown was Brandon's in front of the point guard. Tylor should be in the back of the point guard. Front and back, we sandwich it. For some reason, Tylor twisted his body and was on the side of the point guard. If he's directly behind the point guard and the ball goes there and he runs through his chest. If he's on the side, he runs down the court. Really that simple. Attention to detail, little things that mean a lot. I'm not blaming Tylor, but the attention to detail that it takes to prevent a nothing play to end up in a dunk.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thank you all.